Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 29th, 2023. This is for Cancer. Cancer, should this video cut off due to time constraints on certain platforms, just know we always upload the extended to YouTube and we typically upload there first. So if you like, share, and subscribe, you'll be notified of when we do, and the link for that is on our page. And this is our last shuffle here. Let's see what's going on. Alright Cancer, we have friends and colleagues and we have new supportive connections. What's very interesting about this, Cancer, is there's people that are in support of you, friends, maybe colleagues, and they may be newly supportive. They're showing, or there may be new people that's being entered into the work sphere, work realm, or your friends may be bringing new friends in, kind of thing. Like, oh, I decided to invite so-and-so to lunch today. And you're just like, oh, okay, that's new. But however this goes, the day they're highlighting these people for a reason. And a lot of it is interesting. Wow. It's gossip going around. I'm seeing gossip. And it's like, whatever it is, it's like, they're trying to find a nice way to tell you something that maybe like it's been bothering them. Like they may have been holding it in for such a long time. They've been trying to ignore it. They felt like it wasn't true. So you have friends and colleagues with Page of Cups, Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, right? And off the top, this tells me that there are people, your friends, right? They're going to come and tell you, but they're going to try to tell you in a nice way. Something that they've been holding in and it has been weighing on them. All right. And they've been thinking terribly about that. Like the more that they held it in, the worse they started to think and feel about it. New supportive connections with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords. They may there's just too much negative thinking here. Right? They may have felt like this was gossip, that this is not true, and they felt defeated. The thing is, it's like they were trying to support you or defend you, and then they felt defeated by the gossip, like whatever it was. It was like, well, dang, how do I refute that? I don't know, I don't know anything about that, because it wasn't true, kind of thing. Like if it's not true and they're your friends, that kind of thing. They're like, I didn't know anything about that, kind of thing. And so they were stuck thinking negatively. And so you may receive some information or a message, and the message may be ridiculous, like overwhelming, or you may recognize it as false. Like this is some bull, like this is not true. And then you kind of almost feel like you'd wonder, why'd you hold it in so long? Why didn't you tell me before? Family, friends, and guides, you cannot make this up. Look, Moon, why you didn't say anything before? You let me go out there without a da-da-da-da, or, family, friends, and guides, the spirit of these people is like they're not sure how to, or based on whatever they have heard and whatever information, whatever it is, they don't know what to give energy to. They're not sure what to do. It looks like too they're on both sides of the fence, like they're riding a fence. They're like they're definitely swaying more to your side, but they're still on the other side of something. People are just invading your life here for the day, but they want you to know this, that there's the reason, if you're concerned about a reason why someone is kind of straddling a fence and in a social environment or a work environment, it is because they've been deceived and they don't know what to believe. They're swaying more to you wanting to, be on your end of things, but they are so unsure about how to approach things. They may view you as a family member or as a friend. They may come off that way. Like, you meet people and off the top you're their sister or their brother, or, and they really do treat you as such. And this is one person who really does treat everyone that way. or treats you that way at least, or they come off that way. Their spirit feels very familiar, or yours does to them. Now, this may have already been spoken, so that's how you'll kind of know who it is. Now, they're just confused. They feel like they're left in the dark about something, and so because of that, they're riding the fence. And it's, I think, almost like to make a decision. It's like, well, who does more for me, or who is, who do I have more for, or feelings for, or have loyalties to over. And a lot of it may be like, what do you bring to the table with their in their life, like, am I going to believe so and so, or am I going to believe the person who was there for me during my darkest times, kind of thing. um Commitment with the Knight of Cups or the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords. Someone is making a decision based off of the gossip and the sadness that it brought, and the disappointment and a shame and embarrassment. Maybe something that's been said is embarrassing, and it's very disappointing and even depressing. This person may be apologizing because they may have repeated it. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I think that this person is a very, very, these people, or this person, sad because whatever was told to them, they might have repeated it just to be like, are you, do you know any of this? Trying to figure something out. Do you know anything of the situation with Cancer? And then they realize that they spread gossip. And it wasn't even true. They may be sad about that. I'm seeing someone being very embarrassed, um, and heartbroken about it, disappointed in everything, just disappointed. The next step is blocking someone also too. I'm seeing, let me see what else is going on. Ace of Pentacles. Someone wants to come in and make amends. So you got someone that wanted to come in and make amends. But either way, these people are overwhelmed with what they've been told. They also want, I feel like that, I want you to know, like, it's almost like I want you to know that, they don't want to let you go. Like, they're not trying to be on the other person's side or around some other person, but there just shows that there's some gossip here. Like, someone's going back and forth and saying something, and at first, it seems like they were of two minds about it, because you know how, like, you could be best friends with someone and you'd never know that this person is like Ted Bundy. You would never know that dude was the way he was. And although what sickens me is everybody's like, "Oh, he's so handsome." It's like, all I see is killer. That's all I see. Sorry. Um, Handsome and beautiful to me is a very relative thing, because I look at your spirit first. I don't look at all that, like, because you could be the most beautiful person to me and not, and physically, in the world today, that's not deemed as attractive. And so I see a person, it's almost like, well, I thought, you never know a person. That's their energy. So if you are in a situation where there's some gossip about you, and you're probably like, of course, who wouldn't be hurt that your friends aren't taking your side straight off the bat? They may have been like, well, I would defend Cancer, but shoot, they may be right. I don't know, because this is something they never heard, and they also know that you may be quite protective over your private life or whatever. You tell them only what they need to know. You may be that way, right? Shoot, who knows? I've never been in their basement. You know what I'm saying? That might be true. Um, and so that's something they want you to understand. I think they want you to understand about these people. It's like they really do have your back, but what could they argue once they hear something that they're not sure about? And they feel very sad about that. They feel very disappointed and even kind of depressed about that. Like, dang, Cancer's not going to trust me now because I didn't have their back on this all the way. I wasn't able to refute this or tell so and so this, and I even kind of repeated it, trying to find out more. Like, I don't know if I want to go to Cancer with this. Whatever the secret is, it was like it's not. It's like, uh, it's terrible. Five of Swords is like terrible, and it's here twice, and so I just got to throw that out there because it's just they gave me this imagery of Ted Bundy and someone else similar to that. Like, you just would never know they were doing stuff like that, never, or that way. So um, they're just like, please forgive me that, because honestly, you don't tell us much, and that could have been very. We've never been to your house. We don't know what's not in your room, and you know what I mean. And so either way, that's what we've got. So you could be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp. We also have Libra, Scorpio cusp, Aquarius, Pisces cusp. You don't have to be dealing with those signs, however. Those signs could be in your chart. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.